Yep. This is a podcast.
PVD Fables.
No, baby, wait!
We read stories from the internet and embarrassing personal stories.
Not to be forgotten tales.
I grabbed the steak with my hand, gently shook off the juice, and executed a perfect throw right through the center of the open window.
Oh my god.
Here's the big time fuck up. The window wasn't open.
The city of Providence, Rhode Island. You might think you were in a foreign land.
Oh, this is PVD Fables. You heard about the thing when I heard it? Sorry. I never know how to fucking start the podcast, so just gonna start singing. Here we go. It's been a while since we do this for. I'm so sorry.
Has it started?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it started. Okay, welcome to PVD. Welcome to PVD Fables, episode fucking 8. 8, episode 8. Wow. Shit. It's been a while since we did this, but I'm Terry Clark. We got Jessica Clark, I'm looking at right now. We're going to do some Halloween things and maybe some other shit. We're really out of practice. I'm so sorry, but...
We're usually out of practice, so you're used to it by now?
We usually walk in without a plan. I don't even have my notes up. But since it is Halloween times, you know, Halloween month, have you been watching any good horror movies at all?
I saw the new It.
Saw the new It? Okay.
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. Yeah, you said that you weren't really too jazzed about it.
It's not good for people that aren't afraid of clowns.
Yeah, that's like the consensus that I got from like my other friends. They said if you're really into the horror stuff, it's not necessarily the best movie.
A lot of continuity errors.
Really? Like just like hand movements or like?
I don't remember specifically because I saw it maybe like a month and a half ago, but I think I saw it on like opening day. But I noticed continuity errors. For such a high budget film, I feel like you should invest in a good editor, and they did not.
Well,
you know.
sometimes having a good editor means having a good director. It makes the editor's job a lot easier.
That's
so
true.
But forgot to add the disclaimer in the front. I'm sorry for the noise. If you hear that horrible electronic sound, that's because we're broke. And we don't have the best equipment. But, you know.
Oh, well.
We don't have a crowd, as we say. So, fuck it, right?
0
It's going to go through.
Hey, Eli.
What up?
You're the only one.
Lige. And I know that I've been stumbling on my words, but just for the record, I'm not drunk, but you are.
I am drunk.
Okay, so yeah.
Maybe not drunk right now, but like type thing.
There were times where you were drunk earlier.
Oh, absolutely, 100,000%.
There it is.
But that's how I usually am, so
yeah,
no one should be surprised.
I'm usually late to the game for horror movies to begin with. So for the first time a couple of days ago, I watched It Follows.
What'd you think?
Good.
You think?
I thought it was pretty okay.
I fucking hated it.
You hated it?
Hated it even more the second time.
See, I would not really want to watch it a second time. First act, phenomenal.
You think?
Like leading up to, like telling the pacing, the cinematography, and the story, the way they told the story was pretty awesome.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, everybody. But once they got into the minutiae and the murder, it went off the rails.
The ending scene in the pool.
Annoying.
It was a little comedic to me.
It was just almost like, what the fuck were you thinking? What did you think was gonna fucking happen?
I don't know.
That's what I thought. They're laying down all the electronics in front of the pool to try to zap the thing that follows. And like, I don't know.
Honestly, I think I would have liked it more if it was just like, okay, the thing that follows, this is just one girl that it's following and they didn't try to kill it. Like maybe it was just like, this is a snippet in that entity's route in its existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, maybe they didn't try to kill it. You know, she just fucking died. Maybe I would have liked it more. I don't know.
It was like a creepypasta movie.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why people like it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Babadook. It was kind of more like just a single serving story. But I mean, the Babadook obviously was pretty solid.
Also hated that one.
You hated it. I didn't really like it the first time. Second time, I thought it was a little bit better, but I don't really understand why people like it that much. I don't know. It wasn't really like I wasn't digging it. Sorry.
I didn't like it the first time, and then I read up about it. I don't know where I heard this from, but I heard that the Babadook is a manifestation of the mother's depression. So all that
Yes.
stuff that was happening.
Yes.
And that made me like it a little bit more, but still, I don't think it was a good horror film for... it was a good horror film for the casual horror watcher, but not for, like, the person that consumes a lot of horror.
Facts.
I'll say.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. You know, it was pretty interesting, but yeah, I wasn't really too into that. Have you watched anything else? Because I got a couple.
I didn't see anything. I rewatched It Comes at Night recently,
Okay.
which is still incredibly good.
Yeah, you said it was good.
Absolutely amazing. Still love it. Other than that, I don't think I saw anything really horror related.
Okay.
I saw Mother.
Mother. Yeah, getting
No.
mixed reviews.
Not really a horror movie, more
Yeah.
like a supernatural drama. I thought it was just a drama, and then I was incredibly surprised for it to have supernatural elements in it. Forgettable is what I'll say.
Forgettable.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I just know that it's like kind of weird.
It's very weird if you go into it. I don't know. I feel like watching the trailer, you're going to go into it thinking it's a drama, which is exactly how I went into it. But I feel like you'd understand it because you come from a Catholic background, just like me, and it's very biblical.
Okay.
But the way he kind of uses the biblical metaphors is really fucking weird. And a lot of them don't make sense. But that's just my opinion.
Right.
But I feel like it's open enough where you can like come watch it and get a different, not non-religious view of the movie. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's good, but it's incredibly forgettable. But Javier
Right.
Bardem is incredibly sexy in it, so
Well, there it is.
there you go.
I don't remember what else I watched, but as we were talking about before, I just got an Amazon Fire TV stick.
Woo!
So that got me a free 30-day trial of Prime Video. So,
I got a recommendation for you.
yeah.
I don't know about you. I don't know. I mean, it's a show I just watched 2 days ago. I watched the whole season. It's only 6 episodes because it's British. But it's called Fleabag.
Fleabag.
And if you're a woman dating in 2017, it is extremely relatable. And it's honestly fucking phenomenal. And it's dark humor. And it has really good underlying messages in it, kind of like Louis. That's how
right.
I relate to like Louis and Marin. Very good. I would definitely recommend that.
All right, nice.
Fleabag. And it's really short. You can like bang it out in a day. Really
Okay,
good.
nice.
And it's like a good like sibling thing too.
All right,
Which goes
Fleabag.
along with this theme
And
of
this
our
is
life
is
today.
this only on Prime Video?
Amazon? Yeah, only
Amazon,
on Amazon.
Prime Video.
It's a Amazon original.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's about 9 minutes, so I guess we're going to wrap up the podcast. Catch us next time. So, we're going to be reading some spooky stories. See you later. No, just kidding. I'm going to come at you one right now. Here we go. Devil Letter, written by possessed nun in 1676, finally translated.
Fuck.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I just
1600s?
stumbled upon this the other day. One of the most chilling tales in paranormal history tells of a 17th century Sicilian nun who wrote creepily undecipherable series of letters, all while being under the possession of Lucifer. I read that one pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's keep it up. Sister Mary Corofcia de la Concion woke up one morning in 1676 covered in ink and with eerie letters before her, written in a strange and mysterious mixture of archaic alphabets. Sister Maria told her fellow nuns how Lucifer had taken possession of her body, manipulating her hands to write the diabolical script, explaining how this was Satan's way of forcing her to turn her back on God and serve evil instead. I'm like sweating now. This is getting kind of creepy. It was all nice and, fun and cool discussing times, and now we're getting into Satan. Sister Maria is widely believed to have screamed and fainted during her ordeal. The other nuns believed her story for many generations, and the Sisters of Palma di Montechiaro, I'm so sorry with these pronunciations, convent, tried in vain to decipher the puzzle. 340 years after Sister Maria's night of horror, the secret has finally been cracked. One of the letters has survived centuries and has been unscrambled by a group of researchers from the Ludum Science Center in Sicily, using a software program they found on the dark web. Not the deep web, they went a layer deep. they skipped out, like, oh, deep web, no, we need to get to the dark web to get this kind of cipher cracking software for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, it was more of an interesting story in the beginning, and then it kind of peters out, but basically I'll just kind of skip to where it kind of goes over what the letters entail. But I just thought that this was a really fucking interesting point in a horror movie where you just see a possessed nun covered in black ink. Fucking awesome, right?
That would be a good visual, absolutely.
That's absolutely good visual. But the letter itself appeared to focus on the relationships between humans, Satan, and God. God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are all described as being deadweights. Slackers. With the sarcastic line, God thinks he can free mortals. The rambling letter goes on to say how God was invented by humans and the states, and the system works for no one. There's also a reference to the river Styx, which separates the living from the underworld in Greek mythology, with one strange sentence reading, perhaps now Styx is certain. Very cryptic. Sister Maria is believed to have been well educated in the field of languages, which Danielle believes allowed her to invent such a complex linguistic code. However, Danielle believes her writings could be reflective of mental health problems rather than demonic possession.
That's what I was going to say. Did Sister whatever have any mental health issues or anything in her family?
She may have suffered from a condition like schizophrenia, which made her imagine dialogues with the devil.
See, that's the thing. I feel like, I don't know. I don't want to be too...
Critical?
Yeah, and I don't want to, insult anybody, but I feel like a lot of religious people are very quick to believe things like this.
Yep.
And they don't think about plausible explanations like mental illnesses, which could definitely be a good... answer, a good explanation, a good explanation to what she was, what the actions that she did, because it sounds like to me, schizophrenia or some kind of underlying mental illness is someone's scribbling shit.
Yeah. Totally.
Plus, obviously they read. Was it in Latin or something? Did they say that?
No, it was in an undecipherable language. No one knew what it was.
Oh, okay. That's where it gets a little weird, because if it was in Latin, obviously she probably knows Latin, and as a nun, they have to study that stuff. But if it's in an undecipherable language, I don't know. Maybe it was something she. Do they say who deciphered it?
Yeah.
What did it end up being? What language?
Oh, no, it was I think it might have been a made-up language.
So she could have made it up. And it could have been the ramblings of a mad woman.
Yeah,
basically.
I think it might have been an amalgamation of different languages.
So, I don't know.
It's tough. But if you do want to check out the letter, just go to our Facebook group, and I just posted it.
There you go.
We have a Facebook group now, so you just go to facebook.com/PVD Fables. We're going to be posting some other articles and maybe some other things that we may not have had time to cover in previous episodes that I've kind of compiled.
Please like and
So
subscribe.
yeah, please like and check it out. We'll see what happens with that.
We're cool, I promise.
Yeah, we're cool. So that was one of my spooky ones, but I did want to read this one with you. This is actually fucking hilarious. This had me fucking dying. I kind of want to start doing a section where we just do some rapid fire Ask Reddit comments.
Okay.
And this thread, this thread got me good. So this is this is online gamers of Reddit. What is the funniest insult you've ever received? Oh no. And I'll provide the links to these posts so you can check them out yourself. But Proper PK says, was playing Counter-Strike with my friend. He was getting frustrated about campers. After dying for about the 4th time, he screamed, "It's called CSGO, not CS Stay."
That's adorable.
Ownage Ponage 123 says, either fuck off, you cockwomble, or you suck dick for beer money and you don't even drink.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Lord Alfrey says, go drink Coca-Cola with black men. Don't mind if I do.
Okay. That's a good one. Specific. Very specific.
Very specific. Mr. Business Cat says, stop stealing my kills, you fat American cunt. I'll shove a cheeseburger up your dick hole. Me saying, I'm actually Canadian. Oh shit, me too. Do you watch hockey? That's a good one. DeBouse514 says, I didn't receive it, but somehow someone on my team said it in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, first-person shooter. In case you didn't know what CSGO was, we demolished, and he said, I would call your aim cancer, but cancer kills people.
Amazing. Amazing.
INKD425 says, oh yeah, I'll fucking suck your dad's dick. Needless to say, I did not know how to come back from that. Nobilis Utima says, sorry guys, I pressed the wrong button. You pressed the wrong button when you installed the game. Here's a number 2 from him. I'm not saying I carried you guys, but I'm just saying you're heavy and my arms are tired. Oh yeah, really, really fucking original.
What makes this better is that they're all probably like 13 years old.
Oh, all the posters or all the people that are saying these things?
All the people that are saying these things.
Oh yeah.
And it makes me feel bad about like my insults because like I'm 23
and you're just not as good at
I'm not
them.
as clever as these teens.
Yep. This one must be from a 12-year-old. Weirdo Bot says, I'm sorry your dad beat you instead of cancer.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is I can't tell if this one or the next one is my favorite. But oh my god. Cows Moo Occasionally says, what color is your wheelchair? This was completely unprompted with no prior conversation.
That's too much.
Oh my god. That one like really fucking tore me up. Ah, shit. Vincent Silver says, playing Rocket League, I lost. And someone says, tell your mom to make your mac and cheese. I'll be home soon.
God. That's like layered too.
That one
That's
is
different
low.
levels.
I kind of just stared at that one for a second as I'm sitting there eating my mac and cheese. Herder Math says in Dota 2, someone said, not even Noah had to carry this many animals.
Oh.
I think that's all I got.
I got something similar actually.
Oh, okay, go for it.
This was I'm sorry to make it political, but this was a tweet
okay.
by Donald Trump,
All right.
our president, unfortunately. And what I'm going to read after is the resulting Scottish replies on Twitter.
I won't do the voice, but go on.
So Donald J. Trump, it doesn't have a timestamp or a date. So it says, just arrived in Scotland. Place is going wild over the vote. They took their country back just like we will take America back. No games. So I think he's talking about...
no games.
He's talking about the Brexit. You know?
Brexit, yes.
Yeah. So, Aid Star said, "Oi, butt plug face. Scotland are pro EU." Find H said, "Scotland voted overwhelmingly to stay in Europe. You two-paid fuck trumpet." Ginger Newtgen said, "We voted to stay in the EU. You utter cockwumble. Go take a swim in the Firth of Clyde." Queen Bernstein said, "Scotland hates both Brexit and you mangled apricot hell beast."
Wow.
Cultural Snow, "Scotland voted to stay, you witless fucking cocksplat."
Cock splat. Holy shit. That is so good.
It gets better. Technically Ron, "Scotland voted remain, you incomprehensible jizz trumpet."
Trumpet.
Mr. S. Sheep, "We voted 62% to remain, you ignorant fuck muppet." We're fucking furious at the result. And last one, Metal Ollie, "Scotland voted to stay and planned on a second referendum, you tiny-fingered, Cheeto-faced, ferret-wearing shit gibbon."
Shit gibbon. Wow.
Yeah, I love Scottish people.
They're so
really
good at
do.
insulting. Jesus. I wouldn't even think to like include an animal like a gibbon.
Shit gibbon.
Shit gibbon. Wow.
Too good.
That is too good. Jesus Christ. That like made me forget what I was going to say next. So I guess I'm going to just go on to my rapid fire thing. We're just going. We're going fast. New topics
fire.
coming at you. Fuck it. Here we go. Fuck. Okay. I need to take a sip of my Fiji water. Actually, this is the second official drink by Vaporwave. It's my ginseng green tea from Arizona. Not the Fiji water. Sorry, I've been listening to a lot of Vaporwave lately.
Please sponsor us, Arizona. Please sponsor
Yeah. Or Pepsi. Crystal Pepsi, could you sponsor us, please? Anybody?
us. ZipRecruiter, please.
Young Lean. Yeah, hit me up. If Blank Banshee could sponsor us, Macintosh Plus, anybody. Any of the gods out there.
Adidas.
Adidas.
Throw that out there, even though that's like the opposite of what we talk about.
Adidas, Sony Computer Entertainment,
MacBook. Apple.
Fabio,
Terry Crews.
Ferns. I'm just trying to think of anything Vaporwave. I don't even know. Okay. So
wait.
Ooh,
Stillwater Antiques.
Stillwater Antiques, could you...
Antiques
Hey.
Alley, please.
Fuck. Yeah. Antiques Alley, give us a sponsorship. Hit us up. We're always trying to do good.
We're
Buy
there
a lot of
every
shit
week.
from your vendors,
Every single week.
Anytime you got some, really cheap Mickey Mouse figurines or things with titties on them.
Titties.
Okay. Next topic. Scum of Reddit. What small thing do you do to make society that little bit worse? I thought this was great. The Stickle Monster says, "I really enjoy it when I go to amusement parks and crowded places. I make a disgusted face while looking off in a direction, so people spend their time trying to figure out what I was seeing. There's absolutely nothing."
I like that.
Yeah.
No harm. You don't hurt anybody.
Yeah, you're not harming anybody. This might be harming some people. Mr. Clef says, "I offer my seat on public transport to middle-aged people to make them feel old."
I don't think that's harmful. I don't know. I don't think that's harmful at all. It's only like that one person's viewpoint,
Yeah, it's dick. Some people, I don't give a fuck. Most people in Providence are not going to give a fuck.
Providence people are scum. Sorry.
It's pretty, for the most part. Some people that rather rip, there are some nice folk, though. When I went to a festival downtown, and I rode the bus, and it was a pleasant time, actually. I had an okay time. Everyone was nice. Just kind of sat around a bunch of people that had just a bunch of mental health problems, and they're all talking about their stupid ass fucking tattoos. They were all horrible. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. The last time I took the bus, I had some guy, he just started telling me his life story and how he got saved.
Oh, by who?
By Jesus. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the way, in a salesman point of view, the way he approached me and talked to me, honestly, it was kind of like if you've ever seen The Master.
The Master.
Which is, I think, based off of, Scientology. I think so. It was kind of like if L. Ron Hubbard came to me and tried to like convert me in such a genuine way. I was almost convinced until he gave me pamphlets. So that was the
Wow.
last time I took the bus, and I was like, "Oh, you're really nice, and you're telling me your whole life story, and I might actually be convinced." Until he handed me a bunch of literature.
I mean, the master has to be about Scientology.
What else could it be about?
I mean, literally, Joaquin Phoenix walks into Sea Org, and he's like, "I'm a writer. I'm an astrophysicist. I'm a captain."
And I like to fuck and drink.
Oh, Jesus.
I love that fucking movie. Oh my god.
I know. I feel like we talk about it every fucking episode.
Don't we?
Probably. But anyway, I got some more scumbags from Reddit.
Go for it.
It's hard to read these fucking names, these usernames sometime. But Obi Doesn't Kenobi says, "I honk at pooping dogs." Just kind of great.
That's so rude.
Pretty Dirt Murder says, "I give people who don't like me good advice so they won't take it."
I feel like these are all so like singular. Like you're not affecting a group of people. You're just like, it's all for you, you know?
Okay, well, this one is definitely affecting a group of people. And this is why I saved this one for last, because it is honestly the scummiest thing I probably have ever read.
Okay.
But here we go. Sorry if this grosses anyone out. In fast food, you never know a scumbag is making your sandwich. When I worked at Wendy's, we had chicken sandwiches that would take honey mustard sauce. We had in a squeeze bottle. Pretty small, as it didn't get really used much. The manager who trained me in sandwich construction was very specific when applying the honey mustard to apply the proper amount, make a W for Wendy's, that it covers the entire inside of the top bun. When the manager wasn't looking, I always made an M, as my name is Matt. I'm so sorry.
That is unfucking believable. Matt, if you're listening, fuck you.
Matthew.
I cannot fucking believe you've done that.
Matthew.
I can't believe you've done this.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, fuck. I thought it was going to be like someone like pissed in the honey mustard or took a shit and mixed it or something. I was expecting the worst. And I was going to go on a whole fucking monologue about working in food service.
No, I built
nope.
I built you up for the letdown. I do apologize for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm chock full of the stories. I've been doing a lot of research in my spare time since we haven't been doing the podcast in a while. You know, been having a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back.
We're back.
I did a lot of research. My eyes were salty by the end of it.
Well, I mean, now that we introduced this rapid fire thing, I think we'll get more content.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we're just trying to, we're really stretching for content because it's really not easy. You know, I have to go to like multiple websites and multiple subreddits to find good stories, and not just good stories, but stories where the person knows what the fuck they're talking about, because I'm not going to spend the goddamn time to reformat somebody's story for them. Mm-hmm.
Take out the typos and the poor grammar.
Probably some of the best stories that I've read I couldn't share with you folks because goddamn asshole wrote it.
They're all fucking illiterate.
They didn't proofread it. They didn't use Grammarly. But maybe, you know, ESL, you know? Maybe English was their second language.
But, you know, most people that are like, oh, sorry about the poor English. English is my second language. Usually their English is fucking immaculate.
Yeah,
than
seriously.
most people that actually English is their first language.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, sometimes they write eloquently. They're just like, I stood aback perturbed.
It's like, technically you're right.
Wow, man. And you say sorry for your English?
I have a post that was posted on r/grilled cheese.
Oh, right.
It's entitled, You People Make Me Sick. And I'm going to try to act this out to the best of my ability.
Try your best.
A grilled cheese consists of only these following items: cheese, bread with spread, usually butter. This entire subreddit consists of melts. Almost every grilled cheese sandwich I see on here has other items added to it. The fact that this subreddit is called grilled cheese is nothing short of utter blasphemy. Let me start. I'm turning into you now.
I'm sorry.
Let me start out by saying, are you looking at pictures of grilled cheese?
No. Yeah, I am. Sorry, I just went on the side.
You were like, no, like you look like porn or something.
You got me. Shit. Cheese gone was.
Rule 34, grilled cheese. Let me start out by saying I have nothing against melts. I just hate their association with sandwiches that are not grilled cheeses. Adding cheese to your tuna sandwich, it's called a tuna melt. Totally different. Want to add bacon and some pretentious breadcrumbs with spinach? I don't know what the hell you'd call that, but it's not a grilled cheese. I would be more than willing to wager I've eaten more grilled cheeses in my 21 years than any of you had in their entire lives. I have one almost every day, and sometimes more than just one sandwich. Want to personalize your grilled cheese? Use a mix of different cheeses, or use sourdough or French bread. But if you want to add some pulled pork and take a picture of it, make your own subreddit entitled Melts, because that is not a fucking grilled cheese. I'm not a religious man, nor am I anything close to a culinary expert. But as a bland, white, Midwestern male, I am honestly the most passionate person when it comes to grilled cheese and mac and cheese. All of you foodies, stay the hell away from our grilled cheeses and stop associating your sandwich melts with them. Yet again, it is utter blasphemy, and it rocks me to the core of my pale being. Shit, I stopped lurking after 3 years and made this account for the sole purpose of posting this.
Wow.
I've seen post after post of people's grilled cheeses all over Reddit, and it's been driving me insane. The moment I saw this subreddit this morning, I finally snapped. Hell, I may even start my own subreddit just because I know this one exists now. You goddamn heretics. Respect the grilled cheese and stop changing it into whatever you like and love it for what it is, or make your own damn melt sandwich and call it for what it is, a melt.
Jesus. That guy got really torn up about it.
Can you imagine having that breakdown over fucking grilled cheese?
I sort of agree, though. I mean,
Yeah.
There's some grilled cheese places around here, and
Don't even talk about you melt.
I don't fuck with. There was one with pork, and I was just like, eh.
That's a pork melt.
Yeah, I wasn't really into it. I wish that I got just a regular ass grilled cheese, and I tried to be fancy, and I didn't work out for me.
Yeah, honestly, I've never enjoyed any grilled cheese with anything added to it. That's not cheese. I've never enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If it's not just different cheeses, I've never liked it.
Because it's a sandwich at that point.
It's a sandwich that's, pressed in a panini press.
Yeah. It's a panini.
But,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That
classic grilled cheese meltdown.
Yeah. I got some. The rest of the ones that I have are all serious and spooky for the times. Did a lot of time doing some scary ones. So
I have one that's disgusting.
disgusting.
You want to hear the disgusting one before you get to the spook?
Let's do the disgusting one, and then I'll take it away.
I did not. I kind of like TLDR'd this one, so I didn't read it all the way
Yeah,
through
that's
before coming here today. But
And if you've never heard of TLDR, that stands for what exactly?
too long, didn't read. It's not that long, but fuck it. I'm a piece of shit. So, for the last year or so, I have been diligently growing this little bump on my back.
Oh, jeez.
Call it a wart, a cyst, whatever. Right between my shoulder blades, just a little left of my spine, and right on the threshold of the can't reach it without a friend zone. Mm-hmm. It's nothing to worry about, I swear. Just last night after a shower, my girlfriend was giving me the old, you should really see a doctor, yada yada, I want you to be healthy, yada yada spiel. I just told her, in my best Schwarzenegger, it's not a tumor. And it most certainly is not. It's just this weird little bump under my skin, no bigger than a marble, or a walnut if you're using the metric system.
Jesus.
It doesn't hurt or anything. I've actually grown quite fond of it until today. I was at work, awaiting my coworker to relieve me from my shift around 5 o'clock. He shows up, I'm shooting the shit with him and casually scratching my own back. Try to imagine this as appearing, quote, casual. Right as my coworker is telling me about his weekend plans, I feel my back buddy gurgle gurgle beneath my fingers, and change in shape. I remove my hand from my work shirt and see what appears to be a small amount of mashed potatoes smeared across my fingertips.
Oh my God.
Curiosity and mild confusion mingle upon my face until the stench hits.
No.
Suddenly, my coworker's weekend plans to visit his long-lost blah, blah, blah didn't seem so intriguing once I experienced the smell of death itself. Perhaps you have never smelled the distinct odor of pus. I imagine war veterans are familiar with the harrowing scent. I, for one, have never smelled something so vile or corrosive. God, I can get a whiff of it right now as I type. It smells worse than your high school bully's diarrhea. It is the smell of hatred and doom. That smell is pure evil.
Jesus.
Immediately, I bolt for the bathroom. Alarm bells going in my head, and I'm thinking, it's happening. I feel like he's like gonna shit his pants at like how bad the smell is, but I don't know.
Holy fuck.
I reach the public bathroom door, lock it shut, and stand in front of the mirror before I pull my shirt off over my head. My back, fortunately, does not resemble a crime scene like I had expected. I decide to be a gross human being and squeeze my back knob to see what happens.
Yes, let's see how that goes.
It changes in shape, feels like some air bubbles are being released, ? And I wipe my back clean with some paper towels. By now, the bathroom smells like not my problem. It's the end of my shift.
My God.
I pull my shirt on, leave the bathroom, clock out, and head home. Driving home was peaceful enough with the windows down, of course. I was careful not to deface the delicate upholstery of my vehicle with my bodily excretions. Upon arriving home, I disrobe immediately inside the front door, shirt off, pants down, leave the socks, walk to the bathroom, look in the mirror, game face. I squeeze that itty-bitty protuberance with as much might as I can muster at this angle behind my back. Pus confetti.
Shut the fuck up.
Ribbons of pus stream all over my bathroom, the wall, the mirror, the fucking ceiling. Okay, now I'm thinking like it couldn't have been the size of a walnut. It had to have been bigger.
Yeah, walnut's not that big.
It had to have been bigger.
I mean, but you know, I mean, under the skin, could be traveled. Oh my God, I want to like fucking jump off a bridge.
My
How about
eyes.
this window? Can you open that window, please?
My eyes are watering. My jaw is clenched. Everything is clenched. The bump is literally making tiny squeaking sounds as I squeeze
it's
it mightily.
Your pus is queefing.
It may have been screams. I'm not kidding. I'm salivating like a hungry animal who digs the pain for some reason.
Oh my God.
Jesus. The smell is offending my ancestors.
Oh shit.
I jump into the hottest shower I've ever taken. I need to grieve. My relationship is dead for certain. My back buddy is vanquished. I don't really know what to do. Upon exiting the shower, I see I have a text waiting for me on my phone. It's from my boss. This is embarrassing, but please explain to me what happened in the company restroom before you left today. Customers have complained about the smell.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, there's a picture. Come look.
No.
It's just like it looks like
All right.
white stuff.
I gotta take a look at this.
It's just white stuff on the, paper towel thing. So it's legit.
It just looks like dried fucking silly
Cum.
string. Dried cum, yeah. If cum came in like little strands of fucking fabric.
Oh yeah, that's too curly for cum.
That's too curly for cum.
It just looks like dead skin cells.
Jesus, yeah, pretty much. Wow.
Well,
Holy shit.
on a lighter note, a man named Joe Jutras in Rhode Island has grown a green squash that's 2,000 pounds, making it the world's largest squash. So,
Wow.
Good job, Joe.
Hey, Joey, good fucking job over here.
He wanted to smash the record since 2007, and he did it 10 years later. We're so proud of you.
You've done well. You know, with all the bad things that you usually see that are happening in Providence and Rhode Island, it's good to know that, we're breaking records out there.
We're fucking doing it.
Fucking sick. Creative capital, bitch. Fuck yeah.
Fucking squash. He squashed that goal. Bruh.
There it is. I got some that might bridge the gap a little bit.
Spook me.
These aren't. A lot of these posts are not like really what the thread was meant to be. But here we go. What is a creepy thing that you do on a daily basis that would be mortifying if people found out?
I kill baby calves.
I killed Billy. No,
I do.
it's not that serious. Jesus Christ.
No,
It's
but
more.
I thought,
It's
you
more.
were, I thought you were asking me specifically.
What you do?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hmm.
No, but I really do.
I do one of these things.
Oh boy.
RBD for Prez says, when I'm in the shower, I windmill helicopter my dick and watch the water fly off of it.
That's the one.
I've gotten quite good at it too.
I've gotten good at it. He's practiced this since he hit puberty.
You're still doing that?
Fuck. I mean, honestly, I feel like if any woman had a dick, they would do
Just
that.
swing that motherfucker.
Who wouldn't? Dicks are fun.
It's fun when you like shake your hips and like kind of smack it against your fucking hip bones like you're goddamn Bob Ross cleaning off a paintbrush.
I mean, I'm not trying to be gross here. And I'm not trying to TMI, but have you ever tried to launch a peanut into your mouth from your dick? I think I did
Multiple
that.
times.
I'm pretty sure I drunkenly did that with Eli. And
Multiple times.
It did not work, but I'm going to do it again with M&Ms.
No, you gotta use cashews.
Specifically cashews. They have the best flight.
Yeah, it has the best aerodynamics because the way that is shaped, that crescent, and it's contoured to the tip. I'm just lifting Dane Cook jokes. I know you know.
Oh, is
she doesn't know,
it?
but I know.
I didn't know. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm so beyond Dane Cook in my comedy repertoire.
Yeah, so he recommends that you use cashews.
Is that a joke you heard like 10, 12, 15 years
Millions
ago?
of years ago. Yeah, totally.
I'm sad I didn't I don't remember because he was like the pioneer of indie comedy.
Yeah, he like invented MySpace marketing. Basically.
Anyway, let's stop giving props to Dane Cook.
Yeah. Just Say Mo says, I don't know the names of any of the parents at my kids' school, so when I go pick up my kids, I rate all the moms and give them the names based on their appearance. There's Milfy, Uber Milf, Pretty Face, oh hell yes, no way, 80s Head, Petite Milf, Bigfoot Milf, nope. So that means she looks like Bigfoot, but you're still like, hey, I dipped it in.
She's still fucking sexy.
I'd beat cheeks. Nope. Yoga pants. Oh, hell no, etc.
Oh my god, Bigfoot. That's too good. I love dads. Dads are the best.
Matt John 14 says, when I'm driving alone in a car, I narrate everything. Like stop sign, coming to a stop sign, look around, no one's there. Time to go. I thought that was very British.
That's cute.
That has to be very British.
That's very like Pixar.
Yeah, that is the Pixar character right there. This was my faves. Smotherfucker says, I live by an elementary school and I like to stare out the window looking for MILFs. I swear it's the moms I'm looking at, not children. I'm a creep, not a pedo. I'm like, I feel you.
Those are interchangeable, but okay.
That's like, I got a lot of middle schools around my neighborhood, and
Are you about to confess something?
the best part is the traffic. How long it takes to get home next to the middle school.
Next to all the children.
Oh man, sometimes you use fucking fat asses. Oh my god.
On the children. Fuck. Shit.
Anyway, so let's get creepier. Let's take a turn now. I got some significantly creepy shit here.
Okay,
Like I said, I've been doing my research. This one I've been holding on to for a while, so I guess this is the most appropriate time for it. So let's get into it. What is the creepiest things that has ever happened to you? I used to live alone in a 600 square foot apartment. Very small. Not a lot of room.
Very New York.
It's very small.
Actually, that's big for New York.
600 square foot.
Yep.
So I went to IKEA, not to break from this fucking story, sentence one, but this weekend for me was a lot of firsts. I went to Machines with Magnets for the first time. Made some good money there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pole dancing.
Pole dancing?
Nah, just made a lot of noise in front of a lot of people.
It's fun.
Thank you, Jetty, for having us on. That was fucking sick.
Woo!
Dave, you're a fucking awesome drummer, goddamn.
Yeah, Dave.
Anyway, but yeah, they show you like parts that are like, this is this many square foots of a house apartment. They're like, hey, here's 412 square feet. Think you could live in it? Probably can't. It's not a lot of room.
Unless you're about that micro living. All the hipsters
Living.
are about. And
Yeah.
I fucking hate them.
We have too much shit. We have
Too many things. Too many objects.
Too many rubber and plush dolls.
Collectible, like people
lot
that
of
have a
titties.
lot of collectibles can't micro live.
Yeah, you can't.
We
You
like
can't
our
live in New
things.
York if you're like into antiques.
We like our
Well,
stuff.
New York City, that is. Apparently, outside of that like 5 square mile like radius, there's more things in New York than New York City.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Holy
mostly a bunch of rednecks.
BK for BK. Please vote.
BK for BK.
Ben
yes.
Kissel needs your vote.
He really does.
Please.
BK for Brooklyn.
We all need this in America.
It's just the next step, and then we'll knock out Giuliani. Go from there. We don't live in New York. What do we give a fuck about Brooklyn?
I want him to be successful.
Yeah, I'm just, when you root for your heroes, it's always a nice thing.
He's a 6'7", sexy man who has a lot of good points.
I used to live alone in a small 600 square foot apartment. And one night before bed, I was sitting on the couch, texting and playing around on my phone. It was getting late, so I got up, went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, and washed my face. Then went to the bedroom, put on pajamas, and got into bed. Realized I didn't have my phone, so I checked both the living room and the bathroom and couldn't find it. Spent over an hour searching for it.
Oh my god.
Much like how much time I spent trying to search for the fucking microphone that's in my right hand right now.
I mean, honestly, like, I'm not trying to get, like, real, but, like, that goes to show how society is so attached to their phones that you spend an hour searching
Spend
for
an
them.
hour. Couldn't just, go to bed and, live with it.
Who gives a fuck?
So I checked both the living room and the bathroom and couldn't find it. Finally, I used my computer's Gmail account to call my number, track down the ringing, only to find my phone wrapped in a plastic grocery bag under a pile of shoes in my closet. To this day, I have no idea how it got up there. And it still creeps me out, even to think about it.
You ever read that story on Reddit about the guy who thought someone was breaking into his house and, like, putting notes around?
Post-it notes. Yeah,
It
we
was
covered.
actually him, and it was like,
Yeah, we covered that in episode 2 of PVD Fables. Check it out.
yeah. It's kind of similar to that. Maybe it was like, carbon monoxide poisoning, and he actually did it himself but didn't remember.
Maybe.
Because of carbon monoxide poisoning. Or he could just be crazy, and maybe he was drunk.
Maybe crazy. Maybe on that Xanny flow could have the blackout moments.
Or it could just be a spooky ghost.
Spooky ghost time. I mean, between brushing your teeth, washing your face, and getting back into the bedroom, that's not a lot of time.
Oh, that's weird. Why would a ghost do that?
I don't know.
I always think, I saw a post, it was probably on Tumblr, and it was like, this is completely unrelated, but it's like, how come all the ghosts are from, the 1800s, and there's no ghost that's saying, it's Britney, bitch, in the middle of the night?
Yeah, exactly. There's no one, reciting vines.
Maybe that's the 2000 ghost. I'm going to put this fucking phone in a plastic bag.
I don't know, but, even with that, wouldn't you think that... My stomach just made the weirdest fucking noise. I don't know if that got caught on film.
Ghost.
But, don't you think, you see some ghost, I'm so horny for today.
That's what I'm saying. No one captures those EVPs. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
I don't know.
No ghost is going to see a phone and do that shit. Like if it legitimately is a ghost, it has to be like a newly dead ghost. Because
Yeah.
oh, that's a cell phone. I'm gonna fuck with this person because that's what's closest to them. That's what they care about.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's hard to believe some of that stuff, but like, I mean, the experiences that my friends and my girlfriend have like experienced, like, I'm a believer.
For sure.
I'm trying to get a SB7 Spirit Box.
Ooh.
They're like $80 on Amazon.
Let's Zach Bagans this shit up. Sorry.
It does. It does exactly what you think it does.
Is that the one that does the radio frequencies?
Yeah, it just literally goes up in radio frequencies by one increment, like per half a second.
I think those are legit, though.
That's like,
More legit than like having a recorder.
I think that's probably the most legit because it's just like, yeah, it's just radio frequencies. But I feel like other ones, there's other modules that go faster.
Oh.
Or like randomize the cycle. Because there's like the Edison one, which goes incrementally upwards and then back to 87.7. But I think there's other ones I've heard that go like in a random fashion, which I think is like even cooler.
Nice. That'll be fun. You're gonna go to the. Is it the place that Cassie works that's haunted?
Yes,
You're gonna use it there.
probably
If
should.
you do get it.
And if you want to know where Cassie works, none of your fucking business, okay?
Don't
Try and keep
stalk
a private
her.
life. Figure it out. Ask me.
Don't stalk her and kill her,
No.
please. She's so precious to me.
It's not even haunted anyway. No, fucking is. I've like seen the videos. I've heard the stories. It's fucking haunted. Anyway. Well, I was gonna do hey, we'll switch it up. You zig, I zag. You thought we were gonna go all the way creepy into this one until the end? No, we're gonna have another funny one. Let's go
Motherfucking
for it.
zag on him.
Yeah, we're gonna zag on you motherfuckers with this thread. What is the greatest act of not giving a fuck you've witnessed in a public setting? It's about 10 o'clock at night in NYC. Across the street, one of those vendors with crappy jewelry. Jewelry? I got a lot of jewelry, but not even about the jewelry.
It ain't about the jewelry.
Let's try that one more time. 3, 2. It's about 10 o'clock. It's about yes. It's about 10 o'clock at night in New York City. Across the street, one of those vendors with the crappy jewelry on the tables is getting screamed at by an angry customer. About 20 seconds into his tirade, the customer starts flipping out and smashing the jewelry. I look to my left, and there's a middle-aged dude in a suit with his bare foot balanced on a trash can trimming his toenails.
Plot twist.
Like, no fucks.
Only in New York.
Bro, I mean, I've seen something similar to that where I was bussing tables downtown at this place, and it's just like a bunch of yuppie fucking people like that go to this restaurant. They're not even from Rhode Island. They're all their parents are fucking loaded, so they're going to this like cool place, like on fucking Westminster Street. And I just like look after like picking up a table outside, and I just see like this homeless dude like stumble next to a trash can and just like wipe the top of it. I'm like, did that dude just like piss in the trash can, but like had like the decency to like, oh, like let me wipe the seat. Like, what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess that's nice of him.
I mean,
guess.
A for effort. I really appreciate you trying, but I'm not sure what the fuck happened, but it looked like he pissed in the trash can. And then he wiped it. But maybe, my mind just wanted to go where it wanted to fucking go.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened in Providence and this other story happened in New York. I'm not surprised at either of them.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, that's what I mean.
So similar. All cities are the same.
Yeah, like New York only happens in New York. I don't know about that. I don't know.
There's scummy fucking trash people everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yep.
Just like the fucking people that stole that trumpet guy's trumpet.
Oh my God.
The fucking
trombone.
guy. Yeah. Someone fucking stole it.
Well, here's the thing about that story. There's a follow-up. Someone bought him a trumpet.
Really?
A trombone.
A trombone?
Yeah.
What happened?
Someone on the internet raised the money to buy him a trombone, so he's got a new one now.
Oh, because I haven't seen him with it.
Oh, enlightening
I was
news.
actually going to try to find a used music shop and buy him one for
No,
Christmas.
he's got one. Don't
oh,
worry about
good.
it.
I'm glad I know. I'm glad I brought that up because I would have wasted my money. And then I thought, like, okay, if I buy him a new trombone, what if someone steals that one? But that makes me also look like a piece of shit because it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. It matters that you did a good thing. You know, you bought him a trombone. I will never forget, though, the day I was driving past his area and I saw him on a makeshift podium made out of a cardboard box. And he was preaching to the traffic.
That's like so much ingenuitive,
I love him, honestly.
ingenuity.
I never hear what he's saying. I just always want to know.
The best thing that I ever heard saxophone guy say.
Is it a saxophone now?
Yeah. It's whatever. Okay, so the oboe guy, he was like, we're at Salon, this club. It's very late at night, and the morning there was supposed to be this terrible storm, and I just hear like yelling, which is not really out of the fucking ordinary
On
on
Providence.
Eddy Street. But I just hear yelling, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the dude. And he's coming up, and I just hear like, and just like he's coming by, and he's literally like preaching about the end of days and that this horrible deluge is happening. And then he just like plays a little like, God's coming out the horns tonight. He literally said that.
Honestly, it's one thing if a crazy homeless person is preaching about the end of the world. There's another thing if they're like also playing the triangle as they're doing it. And
Wow.
yes, I switched the fucking instrument again. It's the triangle now.
The triangle guy, I mean, he's putting it out there. He never asked for money. Yeah.
Ding, the end of days.
Ding, 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 ding. Have you ever seen a band and they had a triangle player? Mm-mm. Oh, I have. Horse the Band, obviously. Horse the Band. They had a triangle player, and he had a pizza costume on.
How into it was he?
He was like owning it. Mm-hmm. Like
I believe it. I honestly believe it.
You know that face that like people that drive Harleys make on the inside? There's like
They think they look
just
so
game face.
fucking tough.
Like he had like Super Bowl face on. It was beautiful. Holy shit! I almost fell off the chair and I'm sober. I've had a little bit of marijuana, but
Marijuana.
just gotta wash my balance. My ass cheeks are right on the edge there.
Devil's lettuce.
So let's end it off with some spooky stuff.
Yeah.
So what is the creepiest, scariest, most disturbing thing that has ever happened to your house? People post this fucking question like every 9 hours on Ask Reddit, but it's only like every couple of months where it actually picks up. And this was one that was like pretty lit. It had the serious tag on it, so
These are all true. 100%.
You never know. These are gonna sound a little, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You be the judge. We're here to entertain you, not give you facts. So
We're entertaining the ghosts.
yes. So Why So Comical says, my wife and I woke up in the middle of the night to find all of our lights out in the house. We had not lost power. The living room light that we always leave on overnight had been turned off. The bathroom nightlight was removed and placed under the sink. The computer had been unplugged, and the monitor cord was unplugged and neatly folded on the desk. All the other doors and windows were unlocked, undamaged, and standing wide open. Our bedroom door was open, and the TV we always fall asleep to was turned off. Nothing was taken. Our cats were both behind the refrigerator and stayed there for most of the next day. Pretty spooky.
First I thought, these ghosts are trying to save, you money on the electricity bill. But the doors being open, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Sounds
Well,
like poltergeist activity.
maybe trying to keep up with the electricity, but with the central air. You know, keep the windows open, get some nice airflow,
Yeah,
cool
you
it
don't
down a
need
little
the
bit. That way it doesn't kick on. Yeah.
I don't know. That's weird.
This one I didn't like. I was reading these at like fucking midnight. It was not fun.
You don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want to read these. You don't want to put the universe into a tube. The Real Dill 18 says, me and my buddy both worked at the same place in the same high school. He stayed over one night and slept on my couch in my room, and I slept on my bed. Wait, you have a couch in your room? Interesting. Okay.
Some people are fancy like that.
Cassie had a couch in her room. It's now in the living room.
Nice.
I woke up and we were 30 minutes late for our shift. In a panic, I ran over and shook him to wake him up. When I did that, he jumped back like something really fucking scary just happened. I asked him what was up, and he replied, I just dreamt that you were shaking me like this, and there was a guy standing right behind you staring at you. I don't like that shit.
Sleep paralysis?
Well, he wasn't awake, he was sleeping. Like the dream was that was happening. And then he woke up.
That is spooky.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
That is spooky.
I don't like sleep stuff. I don't like things like I don't like that stuff. Because it
Yeah.
could happen to anyone.
Yeah.
You know, because like you're sleeping and then you could, I don't know. No.
Yep, it's not good.
No.
I'm trying to save some of these stories for, you know, our next episode coming at you eventually. Next week.
Before Halloween.
We're going to do one before Halloween. But yeah, we're trying to do these like every other week, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get one early in for you. But, you know. Okay, shut the fuck up while I do this. Jesus Christ. All right, so that was a podcast, everybody. Tune in next time. We're going to get a little bit more spooky on there, so we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
向我，一阵的风啊，我像青鸟在梦中啊，像青鸟啊，像青鸟。